So let's work on the pages. Here in the source folder, I'll add a new pages folder, which will hold the components that are loaded as pages through routing. It's not a must-do to use a pages folder for that, but I like to set those components apart from the other components which are not loaded as pages. That's just personal preference though. And in there, I'll actually add two subfolders, a coaches subfolder and a requests subfolder, because these are the two main features we have in this app, and we'll have different pages for these different features. And in the pages folder itself, I'll also add a file, the notfound.view component, which will be our notfound page. In the coaches subfolder, we can then add all the coach pages, and that would be the page for all the coaches, for a specific coach, and for registering as a coach. And for requests, the pages will be the contact page here and the open requests page. So let's start with the coaches pages. Here I want to have a coaches list.view component, a coach detail.view component, and a coach registration.view component. In requests, that would be contact coach.view and requests received.view. Now, obviously, how you name these files, how you name these components is 100% up to you. You don't have to use the same naming I do here. It's just my personal preference, not something you have to use. Now, all these components are created. Obviously, though, they're all empty. Nonetheless, we can wire them up to the router file already and then fill them with live step by step. So for that, here in router.js, I'm going to import all those page components, like the coach detail component from /pages, coaches, coach detail.view, and well, all the other files as well. Coaches list from pages, coaches, coaches list.view, and coach registration from the pages, coaches, coach registration.view file. Import contact coach from pages, requests contact coach.view, and import requests received from /pages requests received.view. And last but not least, import not found from pages not found.view. Okay, these are all the components. So now we can wire them up to the routes. For the /coaches route, we want to load the coaches list component. For coaches ID, that would be the coach detail component. For contacting a coach, that would be the contact coach component. For registering, that would be the coach registration component. For requests, so for the requests we received, that would be the requests received component. And here it's the not found component. So now with that, we registered all components. Now we can fill them with live. Before we do that though, we need one other important component. The app component, the main component that holds all the other components in the end. So therefore, next to main.js, I'll add an app.view file. And this will be, of course, the main entry point of our application, so to say. Here, I want to render my router view. So in the template here, I want to output router view so that we tell the view router where to render these different components we registered. And it's the app file I want to import here in main.js. So import app from app.view to load the app here as our main app. In addition, we of course also need to make this app aware of the router. So besides importing app view here, I'll also import a router from /router.js and store the app here in a constant. And on that app, we can then use router so that we really use the router in this app. And now we're done with the routing and we're all set to continue. So with all that out of the way, now it's time to fill it all with live. And it's totally up to you what filling this with live means. We'll definitely need a couple of different things here, but in the end, I would say that when we visit just our domain, we redirect to /coaches. So that is probably the first page we're going to see if we use this page, this application, in a normal way. So maybe we should start with coaches list, at least with a very basic first version of it.